And welcome back to the Market Wolf, where I give you the best bear case, the best bull case, and I give you my opinion. As you know, my case only played out a quarter of the way. I wouldn't even call it halfway. I told you, in my opinion, that I thought we were going to have a move to the downside, which, if you look here, we did get that drop to the downside all the way down to about the 410.25, somewhere in there, almost the 410.10 on the S&P 500. We're looking at 30-minute time frame. And then this is the area right here where if you are in my group, you would have been in the know about this consolidation phase, and I would have been navigating that, sending data and information about what was going on here, and we would have seen this coming most definitely. And where we left off in the market yesterday, all I could tell you was, yep, we're going to come down, and that's what we did from Thursday, but then, of course, into Friday, after we came down and broke the 20-day on the 30-minute, we consolidated and then we got bullish. And remember, I told you about the potential for a bull case. I always give you both cases. And as you can see, it played out as I said that it would. Once we finally got on top of this symmetrical triangle, we got a bounce, and we kind of went up a little more, then we got a bounce here. We got many bounces on the 30-minute on the top of this symmetrical triangle, confirming for the market as we flagged out on this kind of bull flag structure that yes, we want to be on top of this symmetrical and that it might be go time. You can see on the 30-minute we have the 20-day, we've got a bullish divergence on the 30-minute, and we had increasing price on increasing volume for the most part. Except now we've gone into a flagging phase. And let's take a look at the 2 hour. On the 2 hour, you can see that we are, let me just move this out of the way. There we go. Okay. So, we're really running hot on the 2 hour. We're going to have to put in a retrace at some point, potentially. We're way up on this symmetrical. I would say that we're going to flag out right here, completing this larger cup to cool down. We seem to be confirmed that we want to have this large leap. Remember on my last episode, go catch that. I showed you just how explosive a measured move could be over time if this indeed is going to pop off of this symmetrical triangle and stay bullish. So it could get crazy. It could get crazy in the market again. Could have a big bull run here. But that might be the last hurrah, as it were. So, in any case, we do have the bullish divergence. We have this bullish cross on the 2 hour. And, you know, price is holding on the 2 hour as well. It's holding those EMA lines. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. I just want to see on the 4 hour if we've got this bullish cross confirmed on there as well on that time frame. Yes, we have a bullish cross confirmed on that time frame as well. Things are looking good. So, you know, we're going to have a little back test. But what you don't want to do if you back test is go back into that symmetrical. If you fall back into this big green symmetrical triangle that we've been trying to get out of for forever now, you can see this big green symmetrical triangle we've been trying to get out of. If we fall back into that, that would be bearish. And then I imagine you'd retrace probably to the base. And whether you would try and get some momentum off of hitting the base again of that symmetrical triangle, I don't know. But after you break out this way, this is the first real breakout. This has not been a breakout fake out. This is a true breakout at this point. So you don't want this to fail. That would be so bad for this pattern. So yeah, I want to show you the DXY to show you why this happened. Because it looks like the market just didn't believe the dollar anymore, which is funny. Remember, we've been in the consolidation phase in a symmetrical triangle on the dollar as well, and of course it looks like a really ugly bear flag, right? So you know the general case for the dollar is that it's probably going down, and the market will tend to go up, although with the flagging it can become an issue on the dollar. It can affect the market. But you can see here we popped up at the 11 o'clock, was at the 11 o'clock hour, and then, no, 7, and then the 11, because we're on the 4 hour. So we popped up out of this symmetrical, got bullish, and then we got rejected off the 102, 140 on the dollar, came all the way back down, and we're now sitting at the 101, 672, back inside of this symmetrical triangle. Is it possible that this could come up and try and get bullish again? Yes, it is, because the S&P 500 is going to have to cool, and you can see on the RSI on the dollar we're putting in a bounce, so this is likely going to get on top of this triangle again, try to make another run that could put in a little bit of a stronger retrace on the S&P 500 to the downside, but you just don't want to fall back into that old symmetrical triangle. You at least need to stay on top of that, hope that the dollar fails and falls through. So that's kind of what you're going to be looking for on the dollar, and that has generally been the trend, although, you know, this is a true point right here that we have to pay attention to, where, you know, we've been in these downward channels, but now the dollar's been consolidating. It might be trying to reverse, but it might fail and break down further. And so we're kind of looking for that pattern to continue with what we know about the economy, although you never know. You know, you've got this bounce in the RSI on the 4 hour. It could really heat up and break out, and the market could have a breakdown back in the S&P 500, back into its larger green symmetrical triangle. So these are the things we have to watch and pay attention to. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Okay. Bitcoin has essentially been moving the way I generally expected it to move, although we have gotten more bullish, and, you know, I'm looking at the longer time frame here. Boy, I don't know. You know, we've got a shoulder ahead, a smaller shoulder. I mean, this could be... I haven't really thought about Bitcoin yet, but as I'm looking at it, it's generally following the S&P 500, and it's following the dollar on the way down. So looks like momentum might try and change here. Oh wow. Yeah. We might get a bounce on the RSI. It could continue up. We've been holding, Bitcoin's been holding essentially this 29,194 level for a while. We're sitting at 29,400 right now. And although we've been winding down on the MACD, it's possible you could get another bounce in. We're not really overbought on the 4 hour, so I'm sure we're definitely not overbought on the the 1 day. The 2 hour might need to cool. We could check the 2 hour and see what's going on there. I'm not seeing any strong indications of a major breakdown yet, although Bitcoin does fluctuate a lot. We could be breaking down again I would think the lowest we would go right now would be 27,710 if it did break down. But the thing is like we're just cooling right now. We're just cooling. We had a massive drop on Wednesday, and now we've worked our way back up to that same level at the 29,194. We've gotten as high as 30,061, but we've been repeatedly rejected there. And you're just not going to be able to keep that up before you have a big breakdown at some point. So we need to hold this, and we need to get some incoming volume. That's the biggest factor right there. And right now, even though all the indicators are telling me, we're currently bullish, that volume is the biggest indicator of all. And if we don't get good volume, it doesn't matter what everything else is telling me. So we need to see some good incoming volume at this point. Otherwise, we're going to be taking probably a quick trip back down, at the very least, to the level I pointed out before, 27,710, somewhere in there. It could get crazy, and you could end up at about 27,193, somewhere about there. So pay attention to that. And just a quick update here. If you'd like to see detailed breakdowns of particular stocks, cryptos, whatever you're interested in, I am going to be forming a group. I will be letting everybody know how they can join behind that paywall soon. And I'm going to run, hopefully this weekend, one demo of a stock that I'm actually charting for a friend. And so essentially what I would be doing is what I do here. I'll give you the best bear case, I'll give you the best bull case, I'll give you my opinion. I'm not your financial advisor. I just do charts. I talk about charts. I'd be happy to work on charts and talk about charts with you, but I'm not a financial advisor or planner, and I'm not going to tell you when to get in a trade, when to get out of a trade, or anything like that. I just like the charts. I'm about the charts. I love to analyze it. You make your own decisions about your financial future. So if that sounds like a group you'd be interested in, if you want to go over data and look at that kind of stuff on particular stocks that you're interested in, just let me know in the comments section, and I'll be getting that information out as soon as possible. Hey, this has been the Market Wolf, where I give you the best bear case, the best bull case, and I give you my opinion. I'll try and get out a short video on what I think about the S&P 500 for the best bear case and the best bull case before Monday. We'll see you next time on the Market Wolf.